James Turner for the untouchable True School Sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I'm really excited and thrilled, elated to make this video right here because, as you guys know, if you follow my channel for over the years, when Ring Magazine updates the rankings, if I ever see anything interesting, occasionally I will make a video about it. Examples, I made a video about Roman Gonzalez. 2 years ago, after he beat Julio Cesar Martinez, he had briefly re-entered the pound-for-pound rankings. I did a video about that. You know, when Andre Ward got ranked pound-for-pound #1 years ago, I did a video about that. Roman Gonzalez, you know, anything interesting that I think is worth talking about rankings-wise, I will talk about. And to me, especially on this channel, this is definitely something worth talking about. And I want to talk about this because I never thought, you know, 2 years ago, if you would have told me 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, when this guy wasn't fighting, that I'd be making this video, I wouldn't have thought that I'd be making this video. But here I am in late 2024 making this video, and I'm happy to report and I'm happy to announce that Ring Magazine has went ahead and updated the featherweight rankings, and coming in at #1 is none other than, you know, the guy that I already think is the best featherweight in the world, and that's none other than the IBF featherweight champion, the two-time champion, the two-division champion, Albuquerque, New Mexico's favorite boxing son, Angelo Leo. Yes, he is your #1 Ring Magazine featherweight in the world. So really happy for him. You know, first and foremost, he had like the Mayweather stuff, contract stuff, the business stuff that you guys don't know about behind the scenes, even stuff that I can't even talk about here on camera. That stuff was holding Angelo back, you know, a couple years ago, and you know, I really just want Angelo to become champion again more than anything. The fact that he's now in line for knockout of the year, he's now the Ring Magazine #1 featherweight in the world. This is all just like a bonus on a cherry on top, and the real work starts now. You know, he's more than I'm pretty sure from what I've heard, he's gonna be fighting in early 2025, so expect him to be fighting sometime in January. Who it is, I'm not so sure yet. I've heard some names, but nothing's been nailed down yet, so we'll see. But yeah, man, he's the best featherweight in the world. I think, you know, that he has to prove it still. Like, you know, I'm not sitting here saying like he's all the way proven it. I think, you know, with him beating Venado, who a lot of people at the time did consider the best featherweight, the fashion he beat him in, you know, and the fact that he's been the most active fighter in this weight class, I think those things give him a great case for #1. But I still think in order for him, and not just him or anybody else, to really separate themselves at featherweight, 2025 is going to be a big year. You know, Espinoza has to fight Robeisy in December. There's no guarantees that he even makes it to 2025 with his title, because Robeisy is a really good fighter, and you got to think that Robeisy will come back determined to win. So we'll see what happens with that. Nick Ball is a good fighter, but you know, he hasn't necessarily like he's won, and he wins these fights in workmanlike fashion, but you know, he's still got a lot to prove himself. Ray Vargas hasn't really been fighting. After Espinoza, a lot to prove. And funny enough, like if you look at the Ring Magazine featherweight rankings, it goes as the top 5 goes as follows. Angelo was #1, Nick Ball was 2, Ray Vargas was 3. Surprisingly, Venado Lopez is still 4, and they actually put Espinoza 5, which I thought, you know, I think it's a bit disrespectful. I respect Venado, and I do think he had a claim to be the best featherweight in the world when Angelo fought him, but you know, right now he's not the champion, and right now he got knocked out so bad he's probably not going to fight for another year. So I think Espinoza should have been ranked no lower than 4. But you know, you had him. I can't remember 6 or 7. I think 6 was like I think Brandon Figueroa. I think 7 was Raymond Ford. 8 was Stephen Folan. 9 was Mirko Quayle, and 10 was Bruce Carrington. I believe that was the ranking. So very strong weight class. Mirko Quayle, he's one of those guys in the weight class that I think is going to beat a lot of these guys. I mean, he's real dangerous. I even think he's dangerous for Angelo. And Angelo, straight up, that's one of the guys. Y'all want to know who I think is dangerous for Angelo Leo? I'm not really worried about so much about Espinoza. I'm not really worried so much about like anybody who holds a belt right now. Mirko Quayle is a guy that I think, you know, as he develops and continues to get better, he's a dangerous fight for anybody in the weight class. So that's a guy that I think you guys should look out for. But yeah, right now, Angelo Leo, according to Ring Magazine, is the #1 Ring Magazine ranked featherweight in the world. So my thing is this, man. And this will be just a quick 30-second statement to the Inouye fans that get mad when I mention Angelo. Like, Angelo Leo is the #1 Ring Magazine ranked featherweight in the world. Inoue was trying to fight Venado Lopez, or that was a fighter that was supposed to fight Inoue. He was the leading guy to get the fight before Angelo knocked him out. So Angelo, by knocking him out, takes a spot on the queue, and he's the #1 ranked featherweight by Ring Magazine. So if he's #1 and you guys don't want Angelo to fight, or don't want Inoue to fight Angelo, that means everything you guys told me is nonsense and it's bullshit. You don't want Inoue to fight the #1 guy anymore? You don't want Inoue to fight the best person in the division? Come on, man. Come on. Don't be like that. Don't hate Angelo because of me. I'm just happy for him. Y'all don't understand. Like, and I'm gonna take this 1 minute to try to get you guys to understand where I'm coming from. I was around Angelo when he wasn't fighting like that. When he was in the contract dispute with the promotions, had to work regular jobs. You know, boxing career was very, very looking very bleak at a time for Angelo. So the fact that he worked his way into this position, you know, a lot of fighters, guys, and this is why I have so much respect for Angelo. A lot of fighters, even some fighters you guys like, they have big egos. You know, they start boxing, they get a little taste of money, and then they don't want to do what it takes to actually be great in the sport. And what I mean is this: when you lose a fight, or when you get into a contractual dispute and you have to build yourself back up, a lot of fighters, they don't want to take short money. They don't want to take short money. They don't want to make those sacrifices because when it comes down to it, they don't really believe in their skills. And with Angelo, this is a guy that took for a guy who's been a world champion, who's made 6 figures before in his career, this is a guy that, you know, didn't have an ego. He took the short fight. He took the short money on Pro Box. You know, he fought some decent guys on Pro Box. And he built himself back up the honest way. And, you know, by the time he got his title fight, he was more than ready. And he gave boxing a real special moment when he knocked out Venado Lopez with what I think right now, as of this fine October 23rd, 2024, you know, in the morning, Pacific time, still a leading candidate for knockout of the year. He gave boxing something that, you know, to hold on to, a moment, you know. So I'm not saying that, you know, I don't know what the future holds. You know, boxing is very unpredictable. He could have 10 title defenses and go undisputed, or he could lose the belt in his next fight. I don't think that's gonna happen, but you never know. It's boxing. You gotta take every opponent seriously. You gotta take every person, you know, very, very serious, because you never know what's in their spirit, what they're truly fighting for. So I'm gonna take the time to celebrate, and I'm gonna enjoy it for the journey. There's still more work to do. I'm proud to be part of Team Leo, and you know, we're looking forward to the next fight. And yeah, respect to all the other featherweights from 10 to 2. You know, Bruce Carrington, Cuello, Fulton, Figueroa, you know, who else? Espinoza, Ball, Vargas, all these guys. You know, all these fighters. They're all great. Any fighter, look, any fighter who gets into the top 10 of any weight class rankings on Ring, believe you me, they got to be at least a little bit good. They got to be somewhat good, you know, because there's hundreds of boxers in the world, and to be champion is very, very hard. And to be ranked, you know, in the top 10, it is an accomplishment. So congratulations to everybody, and definitely congratulations to, you know, one of the best fighters in boxing to me, and he's gonna keep proving it fight by fight, Angelo Leo. So yeah, that's the news. Angelo Leo is your #1 ranked Ring Magazine featherweight. So yeah, make it that what you will. Don't get mad at me, all right? Don't get mad at me, guys. I'm just doing a video about it. Get mad at Ring. Get mad at Venado for getting knocked out. Don't get mad at me, you know? So I'll leave it at that. You guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just kidding from dang it. So until next time, thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Camden, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.